Hi, everybody. My name is Kelsey Gerber. I'm an Associate Director in the Financial Aid Office, and I'm here today to walk you through the types of financial aid that we have at Loyola, as well as next steps so that you understand kind of what to expect. So we will go ahead and get started. This is a snapshot of what financial aid looks like for the current 2020-2021 year, so you can get a sense of what things look like typically. So freshman students, 98% of them are receiving some sort of free assistance, whether that's grants or scholarships, sometimes both, often both. And then you can see the average financial aid award there as well, which includes everything from the FAFSA, including loans. And then transfer students, you can see the statistics there as well. Their financial aid is typically a little bit higher because the loans do increase through the federal government as you progress towards your degree. But you can see that if you're looking at the cost of tuition and fees, even room and board, there's usually a sizable amount removed from that through financial aid. So you do want to wait until you get your financial aid award in the mail to really look at what your cost will be. There are all kinds of different financial assistance at Loyola. Scholarships are offered through the admissions office, so look for your admissions letter. If you're accepted, there should be information about a scholarship if you're receiving one. And then the aid in the middle is tied to the FAFSA. So grants are need-based, and if you look at our website, each grant has information about how to qualify for that. When you file the FAFSA, it'll tell you if you're eligible for the federal Pell Grant, but it doesn't know if you're eligible for the other types. So again, you need to wait for your financial aid award to see what you qualify for. Work study also has a need component, so you do have to have some financial need on the FAFSA. If you do, and you're awarded work study, that allows you to work on campus and earn a paycheck. The portion that's paid from the work study fund is taxed less. So if you're working minimum wage on campus versus minimum wage off campus, you actually get more money in your pocket by having a work study position. You don't have to do that. Nothing happens if you don't utilize that award. It's just there to show you if you do have that eligibility. And one thing to keep in mind is that it does not pay directly towards your expenses. So if you have a bill, you're not going to see work study listed there. It's paid directly to the student, and then you can use that money to pay towards the bill or to cover other expenses as needed. Loans are also through the FAFSA, as I mentioned. So Stafford loans that are in the student's name are awarded automatically. Those have a very low fixed interest rate, so we recommend utilizing those before any other loan assistance. And that amount does go up a little bit each year, but it's capped anywhere from $5,500 to $12,500, depending on a student's grade level and their dependency status, so whether or not there's parent information on the FAFSA. So a lot of families need additional loans on top of those Stafford loans. And you'll see an allowance for additional borrowing on your financial aid award that shows what we estimate the maximum is that you can borrow to cover all of your educational expenses, including room and board, books, etc. That can either be a Parent Plus loan through the federal government, or you can pursue a private loan through banks and other lenders. We can't recommend a private lender, but we can help you compare it to a Parent Plus loan. Veteran benefits, if you have any interest in funding through the VA or you think you might have some eligibility there, Alex is our VA rep, and he has a booth at the open house. You can speak directly to him, or you can reach out to us at any time and we can get you in contact with Alex. Payment plans are through the Bursar's office. There are annual plans and there are term, so semester plans. And those can be anywhere from 12 months for the year or 5 months for a semester. And you can see all of the deadlines and information about that at the Bursar's website, luc.edu/bursar. Here you can see our financial aid process, so the timeline for the year. As I mentioned, the FAFSA for 2021-2022 is already available at studentaid.gov, so you should file that as soon as possible. December 1st is the priority deadline for scholarships through admissions. January is typically when we'll send out awards for new freshmen and transfer students as well. And then May 1st is the admissions decision date for freshmen. It's June for transfer students. So you'll want to work with admissions to make your decision by then. So as you can see, we get those financial aid awards out as soon as possible so that you have plenty of time to make that decision. And we're available to answer any questions that you might have. If there are items on your to-do list, once you receive access to Locus, we can explain those to you and help you get everything submitted so your award is official by May 1st. We really encourage you to utilize our website resources. I know I've mentioned some resources already that are on the website. It's luc.edu/finaid. You can see step-by-step guides with estimated cost of attendance. Those figures will be for this current year, but you can get an estimate of what tuition and fees cost, as well as room and board, what we estimate for books, etc. There's also a list of student responsibilities, so you can ensure that you're maintaining your eligibility. So that includes GPA requirements. There's a federal requirement that you can't drop too many courses, and so we outline all of that for you there. There's also explanations of every type of aid. So if you heard me say something about the State of Illinois MAP grant and you want more information about that, you can find that on our website. We also have forms for appeals. So if your situation has changed from the FAFSA, the one you're filing for next year will utilize 2019 tax information. And we understand, especially with COVID, that things may have changed. So we do have a special circumstance appeal that you can review to see if you fall into that category where we can adjust the numbers on the FAFSA and see if you qualify for additional aid. There's other types of appeal forms. There are scholarship forms, there are loan forms, FAFSA documents, all kinds of forms listed there. So it's good to be aware of what's there. And then also we have a financial wellness tab with lots of resources about budgeting, building credit, understanding your aid and loan repayment. And I also offer one-on-one coaching sessions with students, so you can find information about that on our website. So a few key action steps, things to keep in mind after this presentation, things to do moving forward. You do want to file your FAFSA. As soon as possible. The State of Illinois MAP grant does have a deadline, but we don't know what that is until about 2 days prior, so filing early is ideal. You can explore additional scholarships on our website. You'll see ones that are external from outside sources, and then we'll list some information about applying for additional scholarships through your department or endowed scholarships from donors. That application becomes available every spring for the following year. So freshmen will apply in the spring of their freshman year to receive sophomore scholarships. You can review your financial aid award once that's available in Locus. Again, that should be around January. And then once you receive that award, please do check your to-do list regularly. That's how we communicate that items are missing or still needed. We do send emails as well, but it's good to be familiar with that to-do list. So if you have questions after today, if you're not able to visit our booth, or just things come up, you have questions once you receive your award, you can give us a call, you can send us an email. We also have some Zoom walk-in hours daily. Since those can change, we don't have that posted here, but if you go to our homepage, you'll see a link to that with the hours. And then once things are fully opened, we do have some staff available now, but we're at the Sullivan Center typically, and when we're fully staffed. So if you're around campus, you can still stop by the Sullivan Center. We do have someone at our hub in the lobby from 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please stop by our booth today or contact us anytime. Thank you.